All right, so these right here are healthy vegan sushi rolls made with no oil, no wheat, no refined sugar, and no rice. I've got my tofu veggie and I've got my bacon, avocado, mango. 2 delicious options. And today, I'm going to show you how to make your own. Alright, so we're going to get our sushi together in just a minute, but first I wanted to talk about the rice that's typically used for sushi. Now, of course, I don't eat any rice, but to replace the rice, we're going to use quinoa. Now, sushi rice that's typically used in sushi is kind of sticky, which makes it really work better because it adheres to the nori sheet really well, and you can just put everything together a lot easier. And then they also typically add some rice vinegar, and the rice vinegar adds flavor and a little bit of sweetness. So to mimic that, what I'm doing is I'm using quinoa, and there's a few different kind of quinoas you can use. I bought the plain white quinoa because typically it gets a little stickier than the others. And I cooked it a little longer also to try to get it a little more sticky. And as you can see, it holds together pretty well. Now, as far as adding the flavor and to make this even stickier, I have a mixture that I'm going to put together here. And it consists of apple cider vinegar, tahini, and some date syrup. Of course, I love my dates. Okay, so I'm going to mix this together, add it to my quinoa, and it's going to make it more flavorful, give it a hint of sweetness, and at the same time make it more sticky. Everything that we want to do to this. So let's get it mixed up now.
Okay, so getting our mixture ready to put on our quinoa is really straightforward. Now, you heard me say that I use apple cider vinegar, but for those who prefer not to, you could also use lemon juice to replace it. And once you get your sauce made, you want to saturate the quinoa really well with it. And now it's on to the next step.
So now I prepared my quinoa. The next thing to do is to get the ingredients that I'm going to put into my sushi rolls with the quinoa ready. Now remember, guys, traditionally, sushi has some certain ingredients that are used a lot, but there are no rules. That's one of my sayings, there are no rules. And so I put whatever fits my taste into it, and that's what I'm going to do right now.
And what suits my taste are the usual suspects, which are healthy, delicious foods like this beautiful avocado. Then I'm going to add what is easily one of my top 5 favorite foods, mango. Now, I like all varieties, but I'm using a tofu here, which is my favorite. Then I'm going to throw in some red peppers because they're really, really rich in vitamin C, which is a great antioxidant. I'm going to throw in some beta carotene rich carrots and then some mixed microgreens, which are super healthy also.
Now, to roll the sushi up, of course, I'm going to use a sushi mat. And that's what this is right here. You can order these online. You can find them in some grocery stores. But this is very important. It makes the process much simpler. I'm going to lay my mat down here to put my nori sheet on. Now, let's talk about our nori sheets a little bit. So when you get a nori sheet, no matter what brand you use, one side typically is going to be smoother and shiny like this side, and the other side is going to be more porous and then rougher. And you want to put this side facing up, okay? Smooth side down, this side up, and that makes it a lot easier to get the process done right. Now I'm just going to add my stuff step by step. First thing I'm going to do is put my quinoa on as a base.
So the thing to remember when spreading your quinoa onto your nori sheet is to spread it nice and evenly. You also want to make sure to leave about 1 inch of the nori sheet exposed so you can seal the edge really nicely. Next, you're going to add your filling ingredients to the center of your quinoa layer. Now, I like to add a lot of filling, but if you're new to the process, you might want to add less to make it a little easier. Next up is my Mung-Fu. Now, this is my soy-free version of tofu. You can watch a full video of me making it here on YouTube by clicking the link in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. For those of you who enjoy tofu but want to avoid or reduce soy, this is the perfect answer because I make it with mung beans, a super healthy food. Next, you're going to want to lift your sushi mat edge up over while holding the contents in. Then you'll push back to make sure your roll is nice and tight, and then add a little water to seal the nori so that your rolls don't fall apart when you cut them. If you're enjoying this video, please like and subscribe below. Now let's cut some beautiful, healthy, vegan sushi rolls.
Right, so we've got our first sushi rolls done and to the side. Now I'm going to do my second one. Now guys, this is going to be my favorite sushi roll ever. I haven't made this before, but typically when I make sushi, I like to put one of 3 ingredients in it every time because they go so well with everything else. And that's mango, avocado, or this veggie bacon. So typically when I do a sushi, no matter what the other ingredients is, I'm either gonna put mango, avocado, or some veggie bacon in them. But this time, I'm combining my 3 together. I've never done this, so I'm excited about it myself. So I'm gonna make a bacon, avocado, and mango sushi roll. Let's do it.
Okay, so we're going to start just like we did for our first roll by adding quinoa and getting it nice and even. And you know, people often ask me why I don't eat white rice, and the answer is because it's high glycemic, meaning that it'll spike your blood sugar. It also has minimal nutrients because the bran, the germ, and the fiber have been removed. But with quinoa, you get all the nutrients, plus you get a lot of protein, and it won't spike your blood sugar. Next, I'm going to add some of my healthy vegan bacon. Now, if you haven't seen that video, you can tap on the link in the upper right hand corner of your screen and it'll take you to the video to show you how to make this bacon. And then I'm going to add my 3 sushi favorites together for the first time: mango, avocado, and veggie bacon. And then all that's left is to pull my nori sheet tight, seal it, and now it's time once again to cut some delicious, beautiful, healthy vegan sushi rolls.
All right, guys, so I got them all plated up and they look absolutely beautiful. Again, I've got my bacon, avocado, mango here, and then I have my no-fu veggie here. So you can make beautiful, delicious sushi at home. You don't have to go out and get it. Just one more thing I want to do with these is I want to add a sauce. And to do that, I'm going to use my pesto mayo sauce and my chipotle mayo sauce, both of which I've already posted. So if you want to see how to make those, you can click here. And as well as the no-fu that I'll put in my veggie, my no-fu that replaces regular tofu made without soy, you can click here for that as well. All right, so let's get some sauce on these things and taste them.
So to top these off, I'm choosing my favorite 2 mayos that I make, my pesto and my chipotle. Both are excellent and have lots of flavor, and I urge all of you to go and check out that video from a couple of weeks ago.
All right, so I've got everything ready now. I've got my sauces on. I've got some coconut aminos to dip. Look at all this sushi though. You're probably wondering, what am I gonna do with all this sushi? Remember, if you've been watching my interviews, I make my food typically on Fridays and then I eat it over the weekend. So I got a little time to eat all of this. But first, let's do the taste test. Wow, really good. Lots of flavors with the sauces. This is really good, really good. Now for what I think is going to be my favorite, even though that was good. Let's see what we got. So I've had a lot of people write me and ask me how to find the recipes to the cooking show videos like the one you just watched. If you're having trouble finding the recipe, look below the video for the word more. Tap on the word more and you'll see the beginning of the recipe. Tap on the word more again and the full recipe will appear, and then you can begin to make your roll. Thanks for watching.